out. Mind y'all, I'm the oldest. Y'all know how the oldest be. Just get out. So I'm being all controlling and demanding, trying to stop the bleeding, but it won't stop. And I'm getting mad. So at this point, my cousin walk in the bathroom. Mind you, this is his friend, dog, that bit my mama. And, you know, he walk in or whatever. So when he walk in, I don't go off on him and tell him to get out, because it had been a few minutes and now I'm getting more upset because my mama's face is still bleeding. So I'm going after Amber. And Amber is tall. I'm talking about a fucking Megan Thee Stallion bitch. And I'm fucking JT or Cardi B. I'm small as hell. So Amber is probably what? 5'7", 5'8". Shit, bitch might be 6'1". But I'm only like 4'11", 5 foot. So I didn't give a fuck. If y'all ever been around a short person or got into it with a small person, bitch, we 6'4" in the mind. What you talking about? So I was all in that bitch face. I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. You need to watch your motherfucking dog. Why the fuck you ain't watching your dog? You all in the garage chilling, and your dog she just, you know what I'm saying? Cause she's shocked. So it's like she listening to me, but she not. Then I'm just all in up, you know what I'm saying? So then at this point, this is when Gemini come and grab me. Hey y'all, what's up? It's B with the Hustle and Tea, and today I got a story time for y'all, okay? So if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video and then subscribe to the channel for me. We're trying to go ahead and build the Hustle and Tea show. So if y'all are here before 500 subscribers, thank y'all so much for liking the content and catching on and supporting the channel. If you're here before 1,000 subscribers, thank you so much. You're now qualified for the giveaway, because I'm doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, okay? As soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. When I get close, when I get to like, I'll say like 800-900 subscribers, I'm going to tell y'all what the giveaway is, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all what the rules are to win. So, with that being said, thank y'all so much for helping me be on my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, so I gotta go ahead and do the story time, because for one, I'm getting so damn sleepy over here. Yeah, I had a headache and took some damn Tylenol PMs and forgot, and yeah, I'm sleepy. So what made me do this story time though is because, well, it was already gonna be a story time. All right. Back when it happened, I already knew I was going to talk about it one day. When I started my YouTube channel, I already knew that it was going to be a topic. But what made it be a topic tonight is because I had an incident the other day relating with a dog. And with so many opinions about situations and dogs, it just prompted me to go ahead and do this story time. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get straight to the title. Yes, a dog bit my mom in the face. So if y'all have a mom out there and you love her so dearly, while I'm telling the story, imagine it's your mom, because unless your mom died, we all got a mom because we exist. So if you and your mom have a good relationship, you leave your opinion in the comments and we can just talk about it, okay? I have some notes here because I'm smoking on my mom, so I forget some stuff, but I want to make sure I got all the details. And I'm going to also post pictures of my mom's face. Like, I blurred out, you know, most of her face, so her whole face isn't on there. But where y'all can see the scars, it's going to be pictures. First of all, let me give y'all a little backstory on the dog mom, the owner of the dog. She is one of my sister's friend, but she's also friends with a mutual friend who at one point I claimed as my cousin because we kind of grew up together. But he's just a friend of the family because that's how his mama was. So they all know each other because I don't really know how everybody... I think this girl knew my cousin. And then that's how she knew my sister. Because I met the girl before when she lived with them, like at this other apartment before they moved to where they at now. She had started like moving in with them at the previous place. So I had knew her, but I really wasn't sure how close her and my sister relationship was. But I guess she was just my cousin's friend, and because my sister was living with my cousin, of course, you know, they know each other, right? So I don't even think her and my sister is like this. So I don't have an issue with the girl. Never had an issue with the girl. I got my opinion on certain stuff, but I ain't never had no problem with her, you know? So it was no reason for me to go off on this girl the way I went off on her. I had no issue with her. On the day that my mom was bit by the dog, let's just go straight into it. It was the day that everybody in the house had wanted my mama to come over and cook this day. At this time, I was roommating with my sister, her boyfriend, my cousin, his friend, and then the guy that I had started dating back then, his name is going to be Gemini in my story time, so y'all know. So me and Gemini was in a relationship, and that's where he lived. So when I moved out of my place, I moved in over there with him. So we living in this like 5-bedroom house together, you know what I'm saying? And my mom came over there to cook. Now, mind you, I bought the food as well as my mama, and my mama cooked the food. Nobody gave me no fucking dollar on none of this food. But I wanted some food too. You know, it was basically like a random ass Thanksgiving. Cause of what she cooked, fucking dressing and greens and shit. So, my mama, you know, we all in the garage because everybody used to kick it in the garage over there. I'm talking about that's where you smoked there. That's where you did her. That's where you... What day they say she do her babysit and sell dope at the same house. That's where it went down there in the garage, okay? So we all in there, we just chilling, right? My mama is going back and forth from the garage to the kitchen because she's cooking. So she's going in there checking on food, you know, whatever. Now, they also had a lot of dogs. Like, damn near everybody in the house had a dog. We had a dog, me and Gemini, which was his dog. My cousin had a dog. And the girl, the dog owner, we're going to give her a name. Her name going to be Amber. So me, Amber, and my cousin all had dogs. And they were pit bulls. We, you know, we black. We pit bull family. So they were all pit bulls. So everybody that was in the house was aware that it was dogs. The dogs were out. Like, we in the garage, the dogs was roaming in the house. Nobody's afraid of the dogs. The dogs have seen everybody there all day life, probably. Them, all of us probably was around before the dogs was born. Like, you know, so everybody is comfortable and familiar with the dogs and shit. There's no reason for anybody to feel threatened. You know, like I said, my mom is going back and forth. She cooking and stuff. I don't know what it was, but my mama was doing stuff like coming out with like some greens on the fork, telling me to taste it. You know, what moms do. But I don't know what it was that made the dog attack my mama to this day. Like, none of us know, right? So, mind you, my mama's coming out here, taste this. And, you know, y'all know how dogs are when there's food around. They always want to come in the kitchen because they smell you cooking. They see you eating. They want to sit there and stare at you the whole time. You know, dogs are like, oh, food. But nobody ever, like, growled or attacked her or tried to get the food. I think the dogs were just observing that my mom was the chef and she's letting everybody sample food. So maybe the dog thought she still had some food on her or she smelled like food. I have no idea. Like I said, we don't know. So, like I said, we all just chilling in the garage and stuff. Some people in the house, some people not. But my mom got ready to go to the bathroom. And where the restroom was, you keep walking straight. Even from walking in the door, you literally keep walking straight till you can't go no more. You make a right. Because me and Gemini room was right there to the left. You make a right. And that first door to your right was the bathroom. So my mama had to literally make like a little L. Right across from the bathroom was Amber's room. Now, when I was talking to my mama about this the other day, she said prior to her going to the bathroom, Amber had told the dog to go to the room. Because I guess the dog was like, I don't know, like making the motion like, damn, I want some of that food. I don't know, maybe she was getting on Amber's nerves. But mind you, Amber is irresponsible as a dog mom. The reason why I say she irresponsible is, let me back up a little bit. The dog has a biting history. The dog bit one of her nieces, I think. The dog bit my nephew. But I'll make that a side story on when the dog bit my nephew. Why, you know what I'm saying? It was my nephew. It wasn't my nephew's fault, but you know what I'm saying. You can't really fault the dog in the situation. But the dog has a history of biting, even before it bit my mom. So the fact that she was a bad dog mom and didn't supervise her dog is just why I just went the fuck off. So, my mom got ready to go to the bathroom, like I said, and we just hear my mama screaming. We just hear my mama screaming, so everybody is going toward where the scream is coming from. When we got to my mama, she was bleeding. She was bleeding. And I'm in the bathroom with her, trying to stop the bleeding, and it's not stopping. Like, you know how you put something on a scar and it just keep bleeding? And at this point, I am pissed the fuck out because this is my mama. I don't know about y'all. So you better not do or say anything bad about my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my motherfucking mama. So instantly, I could choke Amber. Because it's your dog that just bit my mama, right? So we trying to stop the bleeding. And my sister in her now with me. So I'm getting so mad, and I took it out on my sister and told her just get the fuck out the bathroom. Get the fuck out. Mind y'all, I'm the oldest. Y'all know how the oldest be. Just get out. So I'm being out controlling and demanding, trying to stop the bleeding, but it won't stop. And I'm getting mad. So at this point, my cousin walked in the bathroom. Mind you, this is his friend, dog, that bit my mama. And, you know, he walk in or whatever. So when he walk in, I don't go off on him and tell him to get out because it had been a few minutes and now I'm getting more upset because my mama's face is still bleeding. So I'm going after Amber. And Amber is tall. I'm talking about a fucking Megan Thee Stallion bitch. And I'm fucking JT or Cardi B. I'm small as hell. So Amber is probably what? 5'7", 5'8". Shit, bitch might be 6'1". But I'm only like 4'11", 5 foot. So I didn't give a fuck if y'all ever been around a short person or got into it with a small person. Bitch, we 6'4" in the mind. What you talking about? So I was all in that bitch face. I was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. You need to watch your motherfucking dog. Why the fuck you ain't watching your dog? You all in the garage chilling, and your dog she just, you know what I'm saying? Because she's shocked. So it's like she listening to me, but she not. Then I'm just all in up, you know what I'm saying? So then at this point, this is when Gemini come and grab me. Because everybody that know my situation at this moment, 2024, got a couple of more years to go. But everybody that know my situation know that I can't be in no position where I get into a physical altercation or anything that causes me to go back to jail. Everybody know that. So people that know that and they love me, they be around me, they be pulling me away from shit and diffusing the situation. So and that's what Gemini did. So he pulled me out of Amber's face into the room, our room, which, you know, I kind of described how it was, so it wasn't that far from the bathroom. And so then I started going off still about the situation, but venting to my boyfriend about it, Gemini. So I'm telling him about how if that was his motherfucking mama, what would he do? What? Because I'm like, why the fuck, you know, because I'm mad, because I'm like, why the fuck you pulling me away from this bitch? I should be 1, 2, 3 in that hoe because that's my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if that was your mama? That's all I kept saying is, what if that was your mama? So at this point, my cousin walk in, quote unquote, and this is not my real cousin. This is Gemini's brother, but see, I didn't grow up with Gemini. I grew up with his brother because their mom didn't raise all her kids. And the ones that did live with her was my cousin, I'll give him a name later, and his little brother. They lived with their mom for the most of their life. So I knew my cousin, you know, my play cousin for the slow ones. But I didn't really know Gemini. So when Gemini brother come in there, which is my cousin, no, he don't come in there trying to calm me down or none of that. This motherfucker come in there and telling me that I can't just be going off on people like that. Oh, so you trying to defend your friend? Huh. Because ain't that your friend? That's your friend? Okay, first of all, you're a dude. You're a dude. You might be, hey girl, but you a dude. She is a whole woman. Grown woman. If she didn't like the way that I got in her face over the fact that her dog bit my mama, then she needs to come up in here and say that. She needs to come up in here and say that. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't come up in there and say shit. I went the fuck off on my cousin. And mind y'all, the tension was a little tight in the house because I'm going to just keep it real. When I get into more story times, y'all, they clearly was hating on me in that house. They did not want me and Gemini together. They was hating. Who the fuck knows? He probably fucked some of them bitches knowing him. He lost so motherfucking much. I don't know. I don't give a damn. But you could just tell they fucking was hating. It was just always an issue. So the tension was there. So, you know, everybody calming down or whatever. They still trying to, you know, fix my mama face. Like I said, it's going to be pictures and shit. The pictures should, you know, already be up if they haven't. But, I stay in the room. You know, Gemini and them like, you know what, you just stay in the room, right? So, I want to say that night or the first thing in the morning, I took my mama to the emergency room. I really want to say it was that night. But whenever I took her, she had $1,000 fucking doctor bill. She had to get stitches or staple stitches, I think, in her face. When she told the doctor what happened, they said that they had to report it. And I guess it's something like when animal control, when there's like a dog bite or if a dog has a previous dog bite before that one, that they have to quarantine the dog for so long. Okay, I think it was something like that the doctor was saying. So, you know me, I feel like shit, I couldn't beat Amber ass. So, yeah, quarantine that whole dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad. So, after all this happened, it's the next day, you know, my mom come back over there to the house. Everybody kind of like still talking about the situation. But before this, I don't know how they found out what we did. I don't know if we called and told them that animal control was coming. But somehow they got word that animal control was coming to quarantine the dog. That bitch took the dog somewhere else for a few days, y'all. Or a few weeks, however long it was. That bitch took the dog somewhere else. So, bitch, I didn't beat your ass. You haven't paid my mama's doctor bill. And they never got to quarantine your dog. So you know it's up when it's stuck. Like, you know that, right? And I did see her again after this, like, you know, of course, because we live together. But when I say it's up, if it's up and it's stuck, in my opinion, the first chance, because, you know, if you see your ops at the courthouse, you're not finna go off. So you can't always be like, oh, if it's up, it's up as if it's stuck anywhere. When I say, no, you're not. You're going to have self-control if you see them at the wrong place at the wrong time. But I don't give a fuck if it ain't got nothing to do with me, bitch. If you having a fight, you getting jumped because I'm going to help this random stranger beat y'all. You know how, you know, the first chance you get to go off on a motherfucker, you going. Because you never liked them anyways. And that's how I feel about Amber. I'm like, bitch, I owe you an ass whooping. Literally, I owe you an ass whooping. Your dog bit my mom. I didn't beat your ass right then. My mama got a doctor bill. And you wouldn't let them quarantine a dog. Okay, bitch, so you just... And mind you, Amber is mixed with black and white. So, bitch, you're using your fucking white privilege with this one, hoe. So, while we over there talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, the next day, you know, everybody is trying to, like, come to amends and be peaceful because we got to all live together. So, that's kind of how the conversation is going. My cousin and Gemini's mom is there. Everybody in the house that lived there is there except for Amber and her fucking dog. But everybody else was there. So, while we talking about everything, my sister that lived there with me, she was just pissing me off. She was pissing me off so bad because I'm like, how are you not as angry as I am? And this is your mom too. Mom is hurt. Mom had to get stitches. Look at mama's face. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why is you not as mad? And I instantly got the feeling like, you know what? Motherfuckers will do anything for money. When it comes down to benefiting them, people would do anything. And I just felt like nobody in that house could pay rent by themselves. Except me. I was literally about the only one in the entire house that could pay rent by myself. Which means that every place I had been in, usually, no, I didn't have no roommates. Like, I paid rent, utilities, like all that shit by myself, and a car note. If they was to up and leave that house right then and there, and I had to figure out how to pay the rent for the next month, I could pay it off. You know what I'm saying? So, like, everybody else in the house, they needed the roommates to be there. They needed everybody else to have their part of the rent, the light bill, and the water bill. Not me, though. So I feel like my sister was just trying to keep the peace and do all that because she didn't want Amber to move out, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, anything. That's the way I took it. So while we talking about everything, and I'm looking at my sister mannerism and her whole response, I took my frustration out on her. And I punched my sister in the face. And this is my baby sister. She did not deserve that. Like, come on now. I mean, she was grown at the time, but I didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's my motherfucking sister. But I felt like Amber went around. I couldn't hit Amber that night. Y'all clearly are on Amber's side because where's the fucking dog? Why is y'all helping her hide this dog and it needs to be quarantined? So I'm just going to hit your ass. Boop. Now, take one for your friend. So, you know, everybody in the house mad at me now, even my mama. Why would you do that to your sister? You don't do that to your sister. So now I'm mad at my mama because I'm like, I'm defending you. You look at your face. That's all I kept saying. Look at your face, mama. Look at your face. And so eventually I think that the dog has started coming back over there. But ever since then, I don't fuck with Amber. I ain't fuck with that bitch since. I can see that bitch. She won't get a high, a smile, or nothing. And like I said, if we at the wrong place at the wrong time, she won't get hit. But when we got into it again, me and Amber was at their birthday party. So I guess